thought I'd capture this Hawkwind, which I produced a long time ago. What I'm doing today, because nobody's asked me to do it, is updating it. And I do update the maps when there's a new album come out or I have been corrected. I've corrected myself in terms of information. But for this, I am going through each album. Which I have done in later maps. It's something I sort of took on. Each map is represents a different time and the format, how I did things. So this one very much is a bit of a tidy up. It sells well, Hawkwind. I mean, what a fabulous story! The whole Hawkwind ongoing album story. Dave Brock, 1970. What were you doing in 1970? Were you alive in 1970? So what I'm doing is each of the albums, I'm colour annotating the actual band members on the album at the time. First album, Hawkwind, 1970. These guys also were band members officially. Only appeared the once on this, where they would have appeared beforehand, and they might have well been around up until the next album was produced, but basically they weren't there for the next album, so they just went on the branch line. Generally, so for Dave Anderson on the second album here, you've got on this particular second album, you've got 1996 remasters, Simon King, Lemmy, and Robert Calvert, who were band members, but they appeared on this album on the remaster in 1996. So sometimes I avoid that sort of thing, but anyway, it was easy enough to show here. So you've got other people who come and go, and then some people who turn up there as a session or as a guest, not there for the next album, and then suddenly they're a band member later on. I wouldn't say Hawkwind is the most fluid of band members as opposed to recording artists appearing on albums. It's not like a Waterboys project or something like that. So I'm just going through, annotating. God, I sound like an ass. I'm turning each of these circles from black into green if it's a band member as per key. So as it stands, Quark, Strangeness and Charm. Goodness me. I don't think I've listened to that one, which might not surprise people who know me. But it's a seventh album. In terms of people, sorry, I'm just double checking my notes over here. So we've got Dave Brock, red line, running all the way through the discography there. What a man, what a man, what a man. Dave Brock, so he gets the notion of a green circle, obviously. Robert Calvert. Now, Robert Calvert, he came in on the last album. Where did he come in, Robert Calvert? I don't test my brain here because it's horribly wrong. But if we have Simon House. So Simon House is the next true band member. Simon King was also there. And Robert Calvert, also there. And Miss Adrian Shaw, there, came in for that album. So it's as simple as that. So it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work plotting it, keeping up to date, fiddling. And when you're on the spectrum like I am, whichever spectrum that is, whichever colour it is, this is a rabbit hole you could disappear down forever. But anyway, that's me updating my maps. Hopefully that helps explain a bit of my process and a bit of a logic. I shall carry on doing this. Why not? Thank you.